Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Taffy, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Let's go ahead and grab our YouTube file here. We're on a win streak of 1, because we managed to come back after a really shitty Judas start and dominate the game with a really powerful Judas ending. Judah. That means we're up for Blue Baby. We need Blue Baby's boss rush and all the way down to the dark level, so let's go ahead and see if we can't instigate that. Blue Baby starts off with no red health. He starts off with the poop. The poop can be used defensively, but I suck at that. I have no idea how it's supposed to work, so I use it every single room and shoot it and hope that maybe it will give me a consumable that I otherwise would not have had. I'm going to see work hope against hope, pray in desperation. I was going to say that we could go to the south and find something worthwhile. That said, this is not the worst. This is not the worst big room, big layout room that we could possibly hope to run into. There's one with spiders. The orange jumping spiders and the double spiders that break into the tiny spiders. That one's a freaking nightmare. I hate that room. This room also has a tendency to give us petrified poop, which if we find it early enough we can parlay into some money. But it usually comes out of one of these center poops. I'm not seeing it this time. I mean, it's not a granted, it's not a given, but I know we need boss rush, and this will be one of the only times that I'm kind of cognizant of it. That said, I'm not going to rush us into boss rush just to have us die there. We'll have overpowered runs in the future that will sort the boss rush thing out for us. But still, you know, like, I'm going to be mindful of the fact that we need to scoot from place to place. The Ankh means, yeah, you know, it's like 3 more spirit hearts. If we die, we come back still as Blue Baby with 3 more hearts. So it's we picked up a 1-up. It's not a bad pickup. It's a strange pickup as other characters because ultimately you're like, oh, well, I'll come back, but I'll come back as Blue Baby. If you're doing a Blue Baby run and you get the Ankh, you're like, oh, I'll come back, and I'll come back with starting health. So hopefully I'm in a situation where my death was a fluke. It also means that we can sort of play hard when it comes to like deals with the devil and stuff like that. I can take a deal with the devil that would otherwise kill me now and actually profit from it, so to speak, and not lose anything. It's like one free deal with the devil, I think, is how I'm going to choose to see it. That said, I have to keep the 3 hearts necessary to make the purchase. Even if we plan on getting a full refund, we have to have the money necessary to make the buy. But yeah, I'm trying to make sure that I'm not downplaying the importance of the Ankh, because I feel like good things can happen from that if I'm smart enough to recognize them as the opportunity appears. I also have to be careful. I have a feeling, and I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I have a feeling that if I spam the poop on top of a consumable, it actually erases the consumable. I don't know if that's something that still happens. I know that I feel like it happened to me at least once or twice where I spammed the poop on top of like a key before my hitbox or hit detection of the game actually saw that I was on the item itself, and I feel like the item disappeared without really giving me anything. This feels like the only place the secret room could be. I should probably hold on to that bomb to get spirit hearts off of tinted rocks, but hey, you know what? The Necronomicon is more useful to me than the poop. If we go in here, it's the Duke of Flies. It could actually clear the entire room for me. It's not a great pickup, and knowing now what I knew then, I might not go back and do it over again, and I probably would prefer to have the bomb back for the tinted rock that I see in the bottom right-hand corner, but at least we got an item out of it. We could have gone in there, and it could have been like 3 live bombs and a penny, and that would have very clearly not been worth it. I don't know how much damage this will do to... Famine in and of itself. I don't think it's worth it just to speed the fight up. I actually think until we get a replacement spacebar item, the most useful part of this is going to be holding on to it for the next big room that we see full of nastiness on the next floor to save ourselves from getting hit. So I'm not going to use it here. I thought about using it here just to see, but you gotta, you know, I've been watching a lot of Hearthstone videos of late, and Hearthstone has made me realize that I gotta start taking into account my future actions. I can't just start to play for the world as it stands 2 inches in front of my face. I gotta start playing this game, every game, like chess. You gotta start thinking a few steps beyond what is readily... Oh my god. How did we not get hurt there? I started talking about chess and... Oh, okay. That's twice now that we should have been grievously injured and weren't, and this probably was a great room for the Necronomicon, and I got so wrapped up in my fucking chess analogy that I chose not to use it. What an a-hole. Oh my god, there are days, man. There are days where, oh, I want that so bad. Yep. Oh, can't get away, can't get away. Really? You're gonna play me like that, huh, Pin? That's fine. That's fine. All right, so we're hoping for bombs. I need spirit hearts now. I didn't, you know, I wanted Guppy's collar. Now we have one third of the way to Guppy, which is great. That's exactly what I wanted. We also have a 50-50 chance of coming back. I don't know how Blue Baby comes back with Guppy's collar. I don't know if he comes back with one blue heart. I don't know if he comes back with multiple blue hearts. I'm gonna use that here. Gurglings could fuck me up over the long run. The creep that's created by monsters versus the creep that just exists. Like if we create creep, ours doesn't glow. I've learned that over the last couple of days, that enemy creep glows and our creep does not. So if we ever get into a situation where we create creep or we see creep on the ground and we're not sure if it'll hurt us, that's the surefire way to check. If the creep is glowing, then it is still radioactive to the touch and bad. If it doesn't glow, then it's safe to walk across. I'm going to try to be safe here. I don't want to take a half heart of damage to a red fire. I'm hoping to bump into the item room here pretty soon. We've almost got enough money to make the shop worthwhile. The orbital there actually killed that spider. That was terrifying. I don't know how to get into this mess without putting myself in serious harm's way. Alright, so there's just one left. Don't want to be here anymore. There we go. Oh, please be a bomb. I mean, we haven't seen a tinted rock yet, but that doesn't mean we won't. Each cent we get puts us just a little bit closer to being able to go to the shop. And if we go to the shop, then we can actually purchase the spirit heart we so desire. And if we can purchase a spirit heart, then we can actually see if maybe we can pull out a... We can actually see if maybe we can pull out a winning run or salvage that... Oh my god, I couldn't do it. I was gonna say if we could get in there without taking damage. We do no damage right now. That's kind of my biggest problem, is that... Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fight this part of the haunt. I wonder... I might not even be able to take deals with the devil. I'm gonna pop the Necronomicon right there. And that's gonna get rid of the part of the haunt that really terrifies me. Alright, so there's that. We'll just do our war of attrition here. I actually don't know if I get a deal with the devil whether or not I can take anything that shows up there. And that bums me out a little bit, because if there's a 3-heart deal, I don't even think I can take it and kill myself. I think with Blue Baby and with Spirit Hearts, you actually have to have the 3 hearts. Oh, shit. It may not matter here in a second. We may be setting ourselves up with a deal with the Angel run, and that's fine. You know, we haven't seen a lot of the deal with the Angel item pool, just because if we have a choice... Oh, that is clutch. That is clutch. Look at that. That is awful. We're gonna do deals with the Angels, because I'm not putting myself on death's doorstep for Sister Maggie. Oh, but no, fuck it. You know what? It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Sister Maggie is a familiar that follows you around and shoots tears, but it's like, okay, you know, for 3 Spirit Hearts though, when that's about 98% of my health, that's not good enough. You know, that's not Mom's Knife or Brimstone that we're talking about right there. That's not even our 3rd Guppy item, which I pretty happily would have taken. That's just a thing that we would take if we had an excess of health. If we had like 9 Spirit Hearts, yeah, sure, I'll think about it, but it doesn't seem worth it to me. Capricorn's an all stats up. That doesn't do a whole lot for us in the realm of health. I am gonna go in here. The map or the blue map? I am leaving here with 1. Oh, I'm leaving here with both. I've never seen that before. So we blew up our dude and got the Steam sale, and with the Steam sale everything's half price. So with everything being half price, I want 1 more penny, because now I want the bomb to fight our way into... I don't think there's anywhere to get it. Alright, so basically this is a down payment on future Taffy's run. Now, in the future, we'll be able, when we have bombs, we'll be able to get into secret rooms. I didn't want to take one and not the other. Like, I didn't want to take the blue map and buy 1 bomb and only get into 1 room. I mean, I guess I could have taken the blue map, bought the bomb, bombed into the item room, grabbed money that I hoped was there, which was not guaranteed to be there, and then come back and bought the other map. But there was no guarantee that that's how that was going to shake down. I don't want to gloss over the fact that we got Squeezy. Squeezy's a significant pickup for us. Not only is it 2 hearts of blue health, which is tough to come by as Blue Baby, but it also is a significant shot speed upgrade. Are you serious? I mean, yeah, sure, I guess. I mean, as long as we're here. The fights on the caves are not so bad that I'm sweating dying during them, and we could end up going to our deal with the devil. Theoretically, if we get a deal with the devil or a deal with the angel after the second fight, we could go ahead and take that through the rest of the floor. It can't hurt us. I mean, like, the Fallen would be tough. That'd be a tough break. And this part of the hollow's all glitched out anyway, so all we got out of it was a spirit heart, and that kind of blows. This isn't a hard fight. This is just a fight that is a test of your patience. I can't remember this dude's name, but he does this thing where he swings through twice, he stops, he shoots some bullets, he turns out the lights. If you go down here, he'll actually shoot a brimstone shot at you. And the toughest part, and the part that I see guys like, you know, I saw Northern Lions struggle with this fight earlier today, is he gets impatient. He gets impatient and he decides to try to rush the fight a little bit. Really, if you can just sit here and force yourself to go through the motions of doing these little dipsy doodle moves, then you can sort this fight out pretty quickly and with very little risk to your personal well-being. We'll take the Torn Photo. Our shot speeds are going to be out of control. And I will take Guardian Angel. It's a second orbital. It'll end up saving us health in the long run. Alright, well, I mean, that's okay. That is an okay collection of items we've just picked up. Let's go ahead and see if we can't mosey our way. I'm hesitant to take the pill. The bad pills outweigh the good pills at this point. Like, Balls of Steel would be great, but health up is not worth as much. Balls of Steel is the only one I really want. Tears Up would be really good. Tears Up would be... Let's do this. Tears Up would be good, but Tears Down would be, like, crazy bad. So I don't necessarily want... Okay, well, we've got a full suite of orbitals now. And a lot more money than we did when we first came in. So the Rainbow Poop will actually give us full health. If we have Red Heart health, it'll give us full Red Heart health. But with the Blue Hearts, it doesn't really work that way. It doesn't actually do anything. Okay, that was really scary. We don't do a lot of damage, but we do a lot of shooting. And, you know, it's a curse to not have one or the other. So at least we have that going for us. We need another key. Oh my gosh, Judas's Shadow. I don't know if that counts. Like, Judas's Shadow is an item that if we die, we come back as Dark Judas, which is a damage upgrade and some health. I have no idea if that technically counts as coming back as Blue Baby to finish the run. I need bombs. I need consumables. Like, where... Oh my god, Taffy, you knew that was going to happen, and you did it anyway, man. Where does that happen? Like, where do we make that happen? I might be at a place where I'm willing to take pills now. Telepills puts us in a room with some combat. That's fine, I guess. I actually kind of want the knockback here, because I'm really scared. I guess ultimately we would have ended up here in a hot minute anyway, so let's go ahead and grab this other pill. I'll take it. Fine, whatever. I found pills that didn't hurt us. It doesn't do anything. It just makes us go, and then that's it. That's... Oh, God, Necronomicon actually just saved... I'm going to say Necronomicon saved us... I'm going to say Necronomicon saved us 2 hearts of health right there, because I can't fly, which makes navigating that whole area, like, super tricky. So... That bomb trade that I made earlier, no one could have guessed it then, but I think it's probably saved us 3 hearts of health, maybe even cashing in this Ankh at this point. We picked up the matchstick, which should increase the number of bomb pickups we get. That said, we don't have any keys with which to access our shop or our second item room at this point, so I'm getting a little nervous about how this is panning out. Hey, as if on cue. I don't have 15 cents. Wow, that's crazy good. Holy Mantle means we get 1 free hit in every room. Let's start thinking about boss rush. Let's start thinking about boss rush. We still could use some damage upgrades. I don't want to sugarcoat it. We're not very strong right now. But we get 1 free hit in every room, and we've got 3 orbitals, one of which does a crazy amount of damage in the sacrificial dagger. So we're in a place now where we can walk in, hit guys like that. With the sacrificial dagger and not even really have to fire a tear. Let's go ahead and check our secret room. It could be the money necessary to go to the shop should we find ourselves in possession of a key. And hopefully as we acquire bombs, we'll be able to turn them in for spirit hearts when we find tinted rocks to blast. So I am going to go ahead and complete some of the floor. I don't necessarily feel... This run's not balling so out of control. Just because we've gotten a couple of good items does not mean that we've got a made run. We've got good things happening on this run. I'm gonna go ahead and use this here. We got good things happening on this run, but we still, like, we could use a key so that we could go... Oh, we do have a key, so let's go to the shop. I would like the Nun's Habit here. If I do take damage, I would like very much to be able to reuse the Necronomicon over and over and over again. I know that I'm not doing a lot of damage, and yet at the same time, it's so gratifying to see... It's so gratifying to see, that many tears coming out that fast. It just feels better. It feels better than what's actually happening. Like, I feel better about what's happening than what's actually happening just because I see us, you know, sort of blasting our way through. Oh shit. Let's go check our shop. Let's go check our shop. We can get a key. We can get Judas's shadow. All right, so we're taking that. We're taking champion belt. We're taking BOGO bombs. We're taking the heart, and we're taking the key. So there we go. We took almost everything we could afford to purchase. And I'm going to roll the dice and come up here because this theoretically could be a guppy item. If we're talking about balling out of control, let's start shooting for the moon here. It's not. It's going to be a bomb for a spirit heart. That's fine. Judas's shadow does not excite me so much that I feel it necessary to go pick it up. Because I honestly think that this is kind of the life that we're putting our chips in on. So I don't see us wasting it here. I would be surprised if we spent if we die on this life. I'm not feeling all that confident about our ability to stay afloat on the next lives. Oh, I'm really nervous. I hate the XL room. The XL floor cost us a potential deal with the devil or deal with the angel room. That's a bummer. It's not the end of the world. I will do this for the speed alone. I think with Holy Mantle, I might be able to just kind of... I'll get a little more aggressive with how I shoot and murder things right now. I'll let things get a little bit closer to me than I otherwise would because we get one freebie per room. I'm hoping for curse rooms. Curse rooms will actually allow us to go in and out for free. Normally, curse rooms as Blue Baby is a real crapshoot as to whether or not you actually want to do it. Oh, I have no bombs yet. Well, that's something we'll have to rectify. I'm actually going to start skipping unnecessary rooms at this point because we're going to eventually get bombs and everything, and that's great and all, but for right now... Oh, man, I had high hopes there. I'm going to try to get item rooms. I'm not going to try to speed run, but just because we are in a situation where we do need boss rush for completion, I'm going to not ignore the fact that it exists. All right, so let's go see what's in our item room first, or our secret room first. So secret room there, and then I'll see if maybe, just maybe, I can blast our way back to that tinted rock in the other room. I don't necessarily want to pick up the battery. Ooh, when I'm one charge away from... No, that's not going to reach. If we get a second bomb, we'll try it. Yeah, I don't want to pick up the battery when we are one room away from having charged everything up again on the Necronomicon anyway, so... Surprisingly, I have not taken a hit of damage yet on this room. So Holy Mantle's not procced yet. I haven't taken damage to show you Holy Mantle in action, but it probably will happen sooner rather than later. I definitely don't think that this is a room that we need to use Necronomicon on, as we can just push all of our enemies onto the spikes and then leave them there to die a miserable and lonely death. All right, let's go back because we could get the small rock, which I really feel is kind of what our damage is about the only thing that's really suffering right now. So blue hearts will be good. Yeah, sure, why not? That's pretty bad. Like that's a pretty bad trade. I'm not miserable about that, but I'm a little bit upset about it. Where are we going? I'm gonna go to the left first because whatever's down here is not something we're gonna need to revisit. I also don't necessarily feel the need to use the... Oh god, come on. I'm probably not gonna go back just for that battery. Wow, really? I thought for sure that would at least put these guys in this floor, or in this state. If not, wipe them out entirely. Alright, well, that's fine. There we go. All sorted. I do kind of wish that I had the ability to mitigate this room in its entirety, like, right off the bat. But, we've sorted it. We do have a key. I'm going to go ahead and use that here because, oh, it's so bad. Lemon Mishap is a spacebar item that does this. That's how much creep you get. That's how much creep you get. It's basically holy water, but more centralized to where you're standing. It's not... Oh, it's so bad. I got serious doubts about whether or not Okay, that's enough for me. I got serious doubts about whether or not boss rush is going to happen based only on the fact that we are not doing a whole lot of damage. If we had any sort of damage upgrade whatsoever, maybe I could see it happening. Oh, come on. But to be stuck in rooms like this for that long is just like, ugh, it's not bueno. Alright, so yeah, I was gonna say, I have literally no reason not to let my orbitals do some of the heavy lifting here. There we go. Live bomb does me no good. I don't have any money to go to the shop anyway. Oh, shit. Okay, I would love piercing shots too, because I really don't want to have to navigate shooting around and through those asshole floating skulls. There's our second secret room. A lot of red hearts we can't possibly use. No real desire to play a slot machine. Gish! I'm gonna go ahead and pop that once, if no other reason than to get rid of the ancillary Gish eye that are hanging out in the corner. We're gonna spawn plenty more on our own here, but I didn't need to be worrying about what the ones in the corners were doing. We're doing fine enough damage as it stands. Wow, that shot was fucking dead on, wasn't it? Deal with the devil? Sure. Deal with the angel? Sure, so long as it's Sacred Heart or a flying ability. I'll happily trade health at this point if I think that it'll give me the pentagram or the pact or the mark or anything that'll help us do a little bit more damage. Nah, I'm not gonna make it. There's just no way. Alright, so Little Gish, I guess that's the first time we've unlocked him. It is a deal with the devil. We're just not moving fast enough. I tried. Oh my god, did I try? Little brimstone, sure. I mean, it's a good item. Is there anything else we wanted to do while we were here? No, probably not. Let's just go on to the next floor. At this point, we're just looking for the win. Boss rush was just not in the cards for us. We would have had to have finished this floor in seven seconds. And we weren't doing the damage necessary to really blow through. That's fine. Alright, so we've looked down this direction. I still think the bombs are more necessary to us than the tail. The tail, I think, gives us a sort of temporary evil up, which would give us the ability to okay, well, there's our proc from Holy Mantle. Because I literally just ran into that floating knight head on my own. Yeah, boss rush would have been fine. We have not found ourselves in a situation where we're really, I mean, for crying out loud, this is taking us multiple volleys and little brimstone to clear that out. I love the fact that our tier upgrade is, I love the fact that our tier upgrades are balling out of control. That makes me happy in my heart. Because if this was bad damage and a miserable tier output, I would be the saddest panda in the zoo. But as it stands, it's like, we're making do. It's an unsexy run. There's nothing really, well, I don't have any keys. We've really kind of been boned for consumables too. It's been an unsexy run. We've gotten what we need to sort of slowly but surely progress from one room to the next and get everything accomplished that we need to accomplish, but we're not doing it in a way that makes you step back and go, oh my god, this blue baby run, we may never see anything like it again. Yeah, we will. The next time we have sort of a middling blue baby run, we'll walk right up on it again. We gotta do something about this Necronomicon book, baby. There's the key we need so desperately. I have 2 of spades. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and use it now. 2 of spades doubles our keys. If we have no keys, it gives us 2. Crystal ball. In my estimation, much better for us than the Necronomicon. There's our Joker card, which is nice. I'll go ahead and take this again, pop it one more time. What's this? 2 of clubs. Doubles our bombs. Yay, bombs are sorted. Keys. I'm not gonna spend a key to go into the shop. I'm not gonna spend a key here either. I will go into our secret room and see what we have in there. We have a greed fight, which means that our shop is a legitimate item shop, which is great. We have no money, which kind of brings me down a little bit. We do have Steam sales, so maybe we should... Oh, shit, we do have lots of money now. I totally forgot. Okay, well, we don't need a key. We're in here now. There's options is better the earlier you get it, but I'll go ahead and take it. Every time we defeat a level now and we get an item, we'll get multiple options to choose from. And I'll go ahead and take that key. I'm not going to take the bomb or the pill. I don't know what the pill is, so we'll go ahead and donate what's left here. We've abused our donation machine in the past, so now that we have a chance to give some of it back, I think that's probably the wise idea. We have 2 keys, so I'm going to go see about fighting this boss rush fight. Is that worth it? I don't know if that's worth it. I'm mentally right now doing gymnastics to try to remind myself whether or not there is a, we took Champion's Belt too, so I guess that is a second damage upgrade that we've gotten, along with all of our DPS outputs, and along with Little Brimstone. We're getting there. We're reaching escape velocity. I wish we'd picked all this stuff up a little bit faster, because I really do have it in my heart to want to get these post-it notes knocked out so that we can do all the challenges and unlock the Lost and handle that, but you know, I don't want to shoehorn anything. I hate to throw runs that were completely winnable just based on the fact that I rushed us into a situation. I'm trying to remember if I can get a deal with the devil on this floor. I'll know once I see the room that I'm fighting in. I think it's the heart fight that I don't want to pop this on, but I think here I can totally use this. I'm gonna hold on to the Joker though. We could totally earn a deal with the devil of our own accord, and if we do that, then there's no sense in blowing through a perfectly good Joker card that we could use on the Cathedral or on the Dark level to get an extra deal with the devil. I still would love to pick up Dark Bum. I still would love to pick up anything that could sort of help us figure out this health situation that we've got. That's a gratefully accepted Black Heart, and then we'll use the 2 of Clubs card to double our bombs again, bringing us up to 36 bombs, so I'm glad I didn't spend money on that. Holy Mantle saved us exactly 1 heart of damage over the last couple of floors. That said, I'm also playing a little bit fast and loose, just based on the simple fact that I have it. The Crystal Ball will actually give us the map effect, and a random, the same drops that you would get from the fortune teller machine. So we could okay, I don't have to even be careful about walking over here. So we could theoretically get spirit hearts. We could get trinkets. We could get cards. We could get pills. Unfortunately, I'm really still holding out hope for Guppy. I don't necessarily think it's going to happen, but yeah, we'll use the Joker card, the first room that we get that doesn't have a deal with the devil on it. So we could use it here. We could end up using it on the womb. We could end up using it on the dark room or shoal, just kind of wherever it proves itself to be first available and useful. I don't know what that does. I think it has something to do with unlocking the Lost, but I've never had to use it. Alright, so this version of Mom, the red champion version of Mom, stamps a lot, occasionally shoots tears from the side, but for the most part, she just kind of stomps like a motherfucker on the ground. We somehow have managed to not take damage yet, and I'm thinking that for the last little bit here, I am probably going to try to put the sacrificial knife into her for the last, like, 25%. As long as we have Holy Mantle, you know? I might as well. Oh, that actually, we managed to do that, but we managed to also not hit her. Or not get hit in the process, so there's that. We didn't get a deal with the devil here, so I'm going to take the negative and pop the Joker. Can I even take both of those? It'll kill me. I come back with the Ankh, and we're back at 3 health. And we're 2/3 of the way to Guppy. You know, it's not a beautiful play, but it's a play that I'm happy to have made. If we get Guppy, I'm going to feel like the fucking cat's pajamas, so let's go ahead and pop our crystal ball. It gives us a spirit heart and shows us the map. I'm going to go down here to this curse room and hope that maybe there's a Guppy item in there. I also know that I don't have to go fight this big room, which is super good for me. I'm a little bit nervous right now because if we die now, there's no guarantee we're going to come back. There's a 50-50 chance that we'll come back. So I have to play better, and I have to count on Holy Mantle doing what it do. I probably wouldn't have made that play without Holy Mantle in place. Holy Mantle, 100% is probably going to save this run. Okay, if there is, you know, if it is to be saved, then that's probably what's going to do it. I don't think that's probably worth the fight. I will bomb my way in here, though. These rooms are not so bad. I feel like with the free pass that is Holy Mantle blended in with all the other things that we're looking to get, that we may actually be able to swing this into a win. It's a little early to call, though, man. We still need a couple of things to go our way, because, you know, like, if I were one of the best Isaac players in the world, I would look at this and pretty confidently say, oh yeah, I got this, Boo, never you fret. Boo, I don't know if I got this. I guess time will tell. Still looking for Spirit Hearts, or Tinted Rocks, which, you know, is essentially the same thing. There's a Tinted Rock right there, I just need to get to it. Oh god, to do that I need to kill this son of a bitch. I can't get Brimstone down here because he's like my 4th familiar, which means he trails way behind everybody else. This is the place where Holy Mantle shines for Blue Baby. We take no damage coming in. There's our guppy item. Holy hell. Okay, we take no damage going out, thanks to Holy Mantle, as long as we didn't take damage in the room. We popped that because it's early enough. It didn't work out for us this time, because we didn't get a card we could use, but I'm so happy right now with how this run shaped up all of a sudden that I can't be talked down. So let's go ahead and just go to the boss. I don't see any reason to dilly-dally. So now we can fly, which is something we've sorely missed. Now our tiers generate flies. The flies don't do a crazy amount of damage, but they do a lot. We have enough bombs necessary that every tinted rock we see we can blow up. There's another damage upgrade. We're starting to snowball. You see how it's just, you get one little thing to go your way, and then all of a sudden the world is your oyster. If you don't like oysters, then the world is your cheesecake. If you don't like cheesecake, you're fucking wrong. And that's on you. I can't make you understand why good things are good. You know, you're the same person who's just like, I don't care for oral. Oh, okay, you're wrong. It's amazing, and you're not smart for having fought against it. But you know, it's I can't make you appreciate what is clearly the best thing ever. Like, if you don't like oysters, I get that. They kind of got a texture of snot, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the screw. It's a tears and a shot speed upgrade. I mean, let's really get the fly factory cranked up. We didn't get a deal with the devil, but that's fine. I don't really feel like tempting fate. We're in a one-run position as it stands, and I only stand to fuck it up if I mess around with it. I will happily pop the crystal ball, and it will give us a spirit heart, which we desperately need right now. That is not the secret room. I've convinced myself that it was. I was not correct, as it turns out. That's fine. We've got plenty of bombs for me to be idiotic. I am going to keep looking for tinted rocks. It seems worth it to me. There's one. It seems worth it to me at this point, just because we, you know, our health is still a concern until it's not a concern anymore. Until this runs over, I'm going to be convinced that we're still in that place where we were rolling on 3 healths just like a minute ago. So, you know, I'm not gonna beat myself up too bad. We were in a weird, funky spot not too far back. So, just because things have changed and we're in a super comfortable position now doesn't mean that my mindset's gonna flip the switch like that. I'm still gonna struggle with, oh my god, are we okay? One's run. The run is one. We are completely devastating this game. I didn't need to come over here. I probably could have just gone to the fat room below us. That said, we did get an extra charge out of this. Do I want to use this? I'll take it to the next. Shit. Okay, let's pop this. There's full health. We're gonna get a charge before we leave this room, so it doesn't make any sense to nurse it along to the next floor. We also, you know, with Holy Mantle going on, I can't, with Holy Mantle Guppy, I can't conceive of a floor where we get so railroaded that we don't manage to navigate it without getting hurt. I mean, I guess a room like this, if it's set up just right, if I didn't, like, I had a Lost run that ended on the stream the other day where I didn't know that there was a laser wall spider on the other side of the room, and by the time I saw it, it had me pinned against a wall and fired and then closed the gap, and that was it. That was just the end of my Lost run. So I guess ultimately, if we were in a situation like that, we could conceivably take damage, but it would take some doing. We don't really need keys, but we certainly need bombs less. So flat penny means that every time we pick up a coin, it gives us a chance to also get to spawn a penny. So, well, shoot. All right, well, here we go. Let's see if it illustrates itself. It doesn't. I shouldn't have picked that up, but it doesn't matter. Let's just go on to the next floor. This is really just us going through the motions right now. I would prefer not to take a hit of damage. Oh, I think I did. Did I take a hit of damage? Oh, no, there's my hit of damage. So there's our freebie from the... There's our freebie from the Holy Mantle. We actually kept Mom's heart slowed that entire time. So we'll go down to the next floor. We're still carrying 2 hearts. We don't really need it. I mean, we don't at all need it, like even a little bit. So let's go ahead and pop that. See where we're heading. Justice card. We'll take that as well. Get 1 key out of it. And then... yeah, I mean, it's a long walk, but we gotta go there. So let's just start to make the sojourn. And I think this is gonna... oh, infamy, that's so good. So now we have multiple layers of things. We have the Holy Mantle, and we also have infamy protecting us now. I'm only doing this because I feel like I can get more keys back than I get out. And there are items to be had, so... I'll do it here too, because I really want the keys. We're not going to run into that many chests on the dark level the same way that we would on the chests. But that said, that doesn't mean that they don't happen. I'd rather have the keys and not need them than need them and not have them. Keys and Isaac are like condoms in high school sex. Have them. Have them if you can. And then later on you can remorse about like, oh, I had a condom and everything and I didn't need it. I also don't have a child, you know, like, I also don't I'm also not a baby having a baby. So, I mean, that's ultimately what it is if you can have keys, you need to have keys. I could not be less impressed with the haunts on this floor. I'm not gonna blast off this, crystal ball charge. I'm gonna take it with me to the next floor, because I don't think I'm gonna get a recharge between now and then. It's a great pickup, man. It's a great pickup as Blue Baby. We've gotten a lot of the items that you need to get as Blue Baby to have an overpowered run. I wish it had happened a little bit earlier. I know that's me being a little greedy, but I would have liked to have knocked out Boss Rush. And this is absolutely the kind of run that can do it, but it didn't come to a frothy, delicious head until well after we had passed the 20-minute mark. So, you know, you just keep grinding away at it at that point. What the hell is all this? I was like, where are those bullets coming from? And I didn't realize that there was a dude down there just waiting to stick it in us. Oh no, we actually took damage. Wow, I feel like a failure. If I blow up one of these, will you give me a black heart to take its place? Alright, I really don't care that much. Like, I'm making a show out of it. I don't care that much. We'll fight Satan. I would be remiss if I didn't go back and at least look at that second secret room that's right outside the door. It could totally be the spirit heart I was asking for. We've actually slowed Satan on top of doing an insane amount of damage to him. We haven't lost our holy mantle charge yet, so all we have to do now is sort of allow nature to take its course and to destroy Satan with our mind bullets. That's telekinesis, Kyle. Let's poke our heads back out here, take a little peeksy doodle into the second secret room. Nah, it's a broken remote. If you get hit, I think, if you get hit with that... No, it's every time you use your spacebar item, it magically teleports you. You know what? That's not the worst thing ever. Let's take that with us, because I don't necessarily want to fight all the rooms we're about to fight. So let's... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it does. And then after one time through, we'll see about getting rid of it if we need to. Well, there's our one spirit heart back. Theoretically, could take another guppy item. Don't really need it. Pretty Fly is strangely useless for a change. Let's go ahead and take telepills. I was hoping for an I Am Air room. The I Am Air room would have given us a bunch of... I don't know. I've never been to the I Am Air room from the dark level, if I'm going to be totally honest. So there we go. There's our teleport from the broken remote. We used our spacebar item. Whatever consumable the crystal ball dropped, we left on the floor back there. So I think that this is our opportunity to leave the broken remote behind. We've used it now. We can kind of high-five each other and be like, oh man, aren't we non-traditional and hipster? Look how we use that trinket that everybody hates and leaves behind. If it had worked for us, we'd have been geniuses. As it stands, we've added a couple of rooms. Not that it really matters. We're gonna waltz from one room to the next. Guppy's tail is what's giving us all these items. That would be red heart health normally. It's just a speed slowdown plus a couple of spirit hearts that we can't even fit in right now. So that essentially lard for us right there is just a speed down. So there's no reason to pick it up. It looks like we left a spirit heart behind from our charge before. Nothing about this is intimidating now. We're literally just walking to the boss fight. And the boss fight's gonna be a joke. More keys. Alrighty. I'm actually gonna save us room here. Teratoma, normally really scary, but because we have a full suite of orbitals and because we're guppy and generating a fuck ton of flies, I can't really see this being an issue. It's more like a shooting gallery. This is what Call of Duty Black Ops 2 felt like to me towards the end. It's just like, yeah, line the noobs up. Mini Mush is a speed and range upgrade. That's totally fine by me. I'll take it. We managed to not take damage there, which is weird, because normally in a flurry like that, I usually get hit. Judgment. Sure, because we're here, and it's not like we need the money. I can't imagine what you could possibly give us, Judgment, that would make me excited right now. That is a key. Only because we go back a long, long ways, Judgment. Am I even bothering to do this? Well, that is a spirit heart we can't use. That's fine though. I mean, that's. I was curious. I was as curious as anyone else. Every coin past the first one, I was just like, oh, this was not worth it. Whatever he gives us, this was not worth it. Oh wait. In the interest of being thorough, he's a good doctor, Jeffrey, and thorough. Go in here and see what this is. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care enough to see what those pills are. If they're good, they'll make a ridiculously good run better. If they're bad, they'll just irritate me. So, this is a room that is really scary if you don't have all of the benefits that we have. We have actually still managed to not take damage here, so that's, nobody's more surprised than me. 2 chubs. Reminds me of a student film I did back when I was young and needed money. 2 chubs featuring Taffy. Go ahead and pull it. That's gross. That's gross, and I feel sorry for ever having mentioned it. We are going to waltz through the lamb here. Like I said, you know, we'll keep... Okay, well, we took damage, or we would have taken damage there. I get turned about in those situations where... I get turned about in those situations where you're in like a pinwheel, where you're in like a pinwheel shape that's being manipulated by someone like the lamb or any boss in any game. I see the pinwheel and I have sort of the traditional hypnotic effect, victory lap, and I don't necessarily know exactly what to do with it sometimes. Like sometimes I'm just like, oh yeah, if I just go to the left, I'll be fine. And then there are other times where I'm just like, do I go left? Do I go up? Do I go down? Do I run face first into the bullets? Oh, big stretch. Big post-Isaac stretch. Oh! Sorry, ears. Rest in peace, headphone users. All right, cool, man. Oh, we didn't unlock anything, but that's fine, man. We take the run to 2. We get Eve next time, which is a huge buzzkill. We still need boss rush for Blue Baby. We'll see what we can accomplish. Eve is just one of those ones where we're just gonna have to snowball out of control early to get to boss rush. It'll happen. It'll happen for all these guys eventually, but yeah, that was fun. That was fun. And hopefully we can keep the streak going, man. I want to start doing stuff where, you know, once we get the streak to double digits or something like that, we can get into some sort of office pool popcorn territory about betting on where the streak ends. But to do that, we have to get all the challenges done, and we have to complete all the stuff with the lost, and we can't really do that until we get to Platinum God. Or if we start a streak and we get everything finished and then get to Platinum, or get to wanting to run the lost stuff, we'll finish that current streak out before we start to do all the things we need to do. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Taffy. On behalf of the denizens of the cave and myself, we will see you next time, and I am out.